Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. Boy, do I have a whole menagerie of awesome figures to show you right now. These are figures, I actually have no idea where these come from. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but I can say what they are. This is classic D&D, folks. This is a beholder. Many of you will recognize this iconic monster. Hopefully someone can tell me the range for this. This stuff is just through the roof. It's really cool. I've got maybe, I don't know, something like 100 and some odd figures here. Yeah, 134 figures. We're only going to look at some of the coolest ones. Yeah, let me get this other bin over here. You can hear me kind of rolling around in the background. So this is a beholder, obviously done very earth tones. These are subterranean dwellers that extremely malevolent. And they have 10 eye stalks, each of which has like a different ray or spell that it casts out of it, and all very, very exciting. So here we go. Just go and turn this around, and so yeah, kind of like a very rocky texture there, presumably, you know, to kind of meld in with a cavern, and. And I put this Drow Sorcerer guy next to it kind of for scale. So this model, quite frankly, is one of the beefiest and most interesting versions of this monster that I've seen. As a side note, back in 2008, we sculpted and cast a beholder of our own, and here that is. Not too bad, actually much larger than what existed at the time. So as you can see, a little rougher around the edges for that one, but it turned out pretty good. One of my artists painted it up, and it turned out pretty admirably. It has all these kind of cysts on the back, which is kind of disgusting if you ask me. So anyway, the thing about that model is, as far as I know, this one here is the only one in existence. I don't even know where the mold is anymore. So let's take a look at something else. Here we have a Drider. So a Drider is formed when an aspiring priest or priestess fails the tests of the spider goddess Loth, and they're changed into these sort of pariah outcast types that are half spider, half drow, like a centaur creature. So this one has some purples in it, some reds, which is kind of this classic, you know, Drider drow type of thing. And in fact, I think the Games Workshop Dark Elves were influenced to some degree in terms of their, you know, their armor type and whatnot from that. Some kind of gooey poison stuff on this leg here. But what I really like is the back, the pattern on the back. It's not exactly an hourglass from a Black Widow, but it's reminiscent of that, and certainly very menacing. Again, I've got the Drow infantry figure there for scale comparisons. Okay, next up we've got an Umber Hulk, which is again another iconic D&D creature. Anybody who played D&D as a kid will like just smile when they see these models. Now, by the way, we do take HD pics at the end of every project. It's the last stage of quality control. Those go on flickr.com/bluetablepainting, and there's a ton of stuff up there. I think we have like 1,400 projects up, and that's just last year and this year. So BTB is definitely one of the most, in fact, it is the most prolific miniatures art studio in the world. We just have so many talented artists and so many things coming through here. Let's look at the next thing. All right, now these guys, the color scheme isn't anything to write home about, other than it's executed well. But these are myconids, or mushroom folk, and some of you may remember these guys from Module A4, and that is like early 80s. Love these guys. They were a very original monster. They've stood the test of time. They've reiterated themselves into Pathfinder and whatnot. Well, guys, you know what? Let me just get this Merilith on here. This is I don't know, is it a Type 6 demon? Can't remember. So anyway, I'm pretty sure this is another Reaper fig. This is definitely their style. And yeah, so this client sent in 134 of these very iconic monsters. I mean, gnolls, ogre, magi, hill giants, elementals, just so many cool, awesome things that just make me want to play some D&D. Absolutely something fierce. Oh, okay. All right, you know what? One more treat. I'm just going to take these guys off here. And check this out. Oh, by the way, this is an example of a remount on, like, this is a 25 millimeter base, 25 millimeter square. Check this out. This is a new sculpt, and you guys can guess what this is. Now, for some reason on my little screen here, this looks kind of blue, but I assure you it is purple. Maybe a little blue tones in there. And the artist painted it with like this little fungus in between the crevices of the armor plates there. And I just gotta tell you, this guy is really cool. I'd love to see the whole body on this. That'd be really great. So yeah, another amazing, iconic, inventive, original monster from you know, the original Monster Manual. Just stuff that's so neat. God, I just love it here. This is absolutely fantastic. So folks, if you want some amazing figures done for your RPG and you really want to deluxe it up, don't hesitate to contact us at projects@bluetablepainting.com. We have somebody full-time on standby ready to set up a project, and you know, it goes through distinct phases as we you know, we're very exact with getting our projects through a very time-tested process to make sure that it gets the right amount of effort, the right amount of quality control. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got your inspiration for the day.